Alright, everybody. Welcome to episode 3 of Activecraft. I still have this in my... I don't need that. So, as you know, hopefully you've watched the last episode. I don't know why you would be here if you didn't. Anyway, we got a bartering farm. Or not a bartering farm. We started a gold farm, and then I found a... Let me just get out of this guy. Oh! I'm so sorry. Ooh, I'm so sorry. What was I saying? We made a gold farm, and then I found a piglin, and we started bartering. It was pretty fun. And then we got a bunch of happy gas, like dried happy gas. And now I'm trying to make this grow this guy up. My goodness, you were taking a lot of snowballs. Oh! Shoot. No. Please don't die. Oh, he's gonna die. Oh. Well, what a way to start off the episode. Oh, that sucks. Anyway. That's okay. That is unfortunate, but luckily if we go in here, we have 4 more. Super sad. Super tragic. Not the end of the world. Man, that's more inconvenient than anything. Well, I guess we'll just make this room taller, I guess. This is definitely wide enough. But it just wasn't tall enough. Okay. I make it 3 taller just in case, because I really don't want this guy to die now, too. But yeah, welcome to episode 3. In the last episode, we didn't beat the Ender Dragon. We got an Elytra. No. I think that was in episode 1. No. Regardless, last episode, we started clearing out a monument, died, lost all our stuff, kept clearing out the monument, got a bunch of sponges, did all that stuff, built a gold farm, and then, also built a Guardian farm. Sorry, I'm trying to remember what even I can't keep this stuff straight. So it is about a month into being on this server. I think we're making good progress. Today I want to do a couple things. I want to make some more farms. I haven't decided which ones. I want to expand my gold farm to introduce bartering to it. The only issue is I have to work with piglins, then I have to get piglins, I have to name them. I want to build not a guardian farm, drowned farm. I think that would be really cool. Just because, ooh, yeah, look at that. Get hydrated, buddy. I want to build a drowned farm because I have 2 Heart of the Seas, but I have 0 Nautilus shells. Also, I think it'd be really cool to get tridents. I'm going to kind of clean up this area. I want to expand my base. I want to finish my base. It's been sitting like this for way too long. But yeah, I don't want to do all that. And then there was one other thing that I wanted to do. Sorry, I can't. Oh, I want to build a tunnel bore. I want to build a huge one to get a bunch of diamonds. And then the last thing I want to do is start I want to start a company. So I've got all those shops. I want to connect them all and have them all under the same basically the same LLC. So I want to build a big corporate base, maybe invite some people to join it, and then make stocks. Mainly what I want to do is I want to put all of my diamonds on display, because if we look in here, I have a stack and 2 diamonds to my name, and this is after I've died twice and completely reset. So I've had to completely remake all of my armor twice. And I bought a lot of things. I've used so many diamonds. I used 2 diamonds per almost each enchantment. I've gotten a lot of enchantments from my villagers, and then I also went to the end and used the enchanter in there. But I still use a ton of diamonds for all this stuff. So that's what that's gonna be working on today. I want to light this up because it looks gloomy in here. But yeah, and then we're also going to get rid of the HOA, because we're not going to get rid of them, but we're going to put them in their place. Show them who's boss. I say cringily. You just say something, you're like, that was a lot cringier than I really wanted it to be. Anyway, I'll put myself in the corner. Okay, I'm over explaining. How do I make a... No. How do I make a saddle? Ooh, no. Here we go. Harness. Okay, I can make that right now, actually. Anyway, so I'm gonna wait for the happy guest to grow up because, honestly, just cause I think it's fun. We're gonna make a black one of these. I could go over here. Ooh, turn that off, and we're going to make a harness. Okay, now when that little guy grows up, hopefully I don't kill another one because that would be tragic. But yeah. Also, if you look over there, ooh, that's not what I wanted. If you look over there, there's an ender pearl stasis chamber. That didn't work how I thought it would. I don't know why, but it's just like it's not loading my stuff. So I don't know. Ooh, there we go. Yeah, I guess that's over with. But yeah, I'm gonna try to let that run so I can get some more stock for my iron shop. Anyway, let's go. All right, looks like we have a happy gas for ourselves. I might try to make a couple more of these and start selling them, because honestly, I think we can make some good money off of these guys. Here's a little trick. I don't know if he can get out of that. I'm assuming no because he hasn't, but then if I go like that, he can get out perfectly fine. So I'm hoping these little things will keep it out. I had to put this carpet over the redstone because for the life of me, could not figure. Well, I guess I could have put slime blocks there, but I for the life of me could not figure out how the heck to power those. Anyway, I spent way too long doing that. But if we go over here, down here, I grabbed 2 of the villagers from my iron farm, and I'm gonna try to make a villager breeder down here. So then I can. I forgot I had that. I'm going to try to make a villager breeder down here and a trading hall. I'm currently building a trading hall in my forever world too, so it's just, yeah, I'm going to be doing it twice now. But I'm going to try to mine out as much room in here as I can. What do I have in here? Nothing good. Okay. Cool. I'm going to mine out as much as I can. I'm going to start setting up little compartments for these guys to go into. And then I might decorate it eventually. I don't know. I haven't really decided. This is all for functionality. This is actually not for. This isn't. I'm not actually going to use this for anything but trading. You guys might never even see it again. But yeah, I'll obviously show you. I need to stop talking so much. I know I keep saying that, but I really need to. Yeah. But going for more functionality than aesthetic here. That happy guess is going to get really annoying. I might have to turn down the mob sounds or something. Or, I think I can name it silence. And then he stops. Ooh, more. Well, y'all, okay. So, we're starting off today happy. So, the server admin, Pope, he put Blue Map on the server today. So, if you don't know what Blue Map is, it's an application that you can use on your servers, obviously. But anyway, you go into a web browser and you can see your whole map. So, as you can see here, this is the entire map. This is all that we've explored, everything, every chunk that anyone's been in. You know, and you can zoom in all the way down to the blocks. It's super cool. I think it's awesome. So, like, I can go over here to this guy's base. I don't know who this is, but they have so many industrial farms. It's actually insane. Obviously, you see, like, this isn't rendering in very well because it's, it doesn't have to. Over here is the shopping district. So I've seen all of this, but you guys haven't really gotten a super good view of it. So, like, there's my shop for the Prismarine. There's my iron shop and my gold shop. There's the spider shop, which was the first one. All that stuff. There is our little law firm that we haven't finished yet. Anyway, so that's super cool. So I decided I was gonna go out to here, which this is the Temple Run game that Pope, the admin's been making with a couple other people. And I died close to here. I think you guys, I can't remember if you guys remember this, but I was looking all throughout this ocean for my stuff because I know I saw this and then I found an ocean monument and I died. I thought it was this one. It wasn't. It was actually this one right here. Now this was way further out than I thought any of them were, so I didn't go this far. But I just saw that, so I went back and I grabbed all my stuff. So we're gonna go back to here. So as you can see, I've got an extra elytra and all that stuff, and then in here I've got a third elytra because I had to pay for this one. But I have a third elytra, a bunch of rockets and stuff, and oh, that just makes me so happy because I was devastated that I had to replace all my stuff again because I had lost everything before. So it was like the third time that I had to replace everything. So that's pretty cool. That made me so happy. Got more chicken in there. We got a happy gas. Life is good. We have 28 diamond ore here. I'm trying to make a tunnel bore way down here. If we get here. I tried making this tunnel bore. It unfortunately blew up on me like 3 different times. So I kind of just stopped trying, and then I made this big tunnel. Ooh, I don't have any rockets. Anyway, so I'm just going with the one tunnel bore. Eventually, I'm going to make a bigger one that's modular. But I honestly, it blew up on me, and I just kind of like, I lost my motivation. I know I shouldn't have, but I just did. But, anyway, yeah. Oh, I found my stuff. That's so awesome because I looked for that for so long. I spent hours looking for that stuff. Anyway, enough of my blabbering. Just wanted to update you guys with that because that's really cool. Okay, so it's been a little bit. As you can see, I have gotten quite a bit done. I'm kind of setting up this little villager trading hall. Here's how it's going to work. So the villagers are going to stand here, obviously, because this trapdoor is going to keep them in the little squares, so they're contained, which would be really helpful. I need to actually mine that out more. And then they're going to just be set up like this. Like in this. Sorry, you can hear my chair squeaking. But they're going to be set up like this. The workstation's obviously going to be right there. These guys are curing right now. And the zombie is going to be on a track. And if I break this block right here, you can see their feet. And once he goes to their feet, then he can attack them and turn them into zombie villagers, pardon me. And the server is on hard, so luckily none of them are ever going to die, which is really good because that's what I was super worried about. But yeah, it's a little pain in the butt to get him over there. Here is the villager breeder. Actually, those guys are sleeping right now. It's a little trial and error. I didn't really understand how it works. I think you have to have you might have to have the beds there. I'm not sure, but it seems to be working, so I'm just gonna leave it. These little guys are growing up. This is all, I think, like 17 or 18 blocks away from each other. So these guys don't actually connect to that bed. So that bed is those beds are a village by themselves, and these villagers are all basically independent. So, yeah. So there's like, yeah, anyway. So there is a 16 blocks away, then it won't, these guys won't connect to the village technically over here, but if there was a bed, like, I think it has to be 32 blocks away. If it's less than 32 blocks away, I think it'll just connect to this and expand the village more. But because there's no beds over here, we're okay. Anyway, but this is taking forever, so this guy is, pardon me. Hello? Oh, okay. So this guy's fortune. This guy is protection, I believe. And then this guy's efficiency. Then we have mending right here for 7 diamonds. Pretty good. I'm going to cure him a couple more times. Just try to get it down as low as I can. And this guy is unbreaking for 3... Is it 3 books or 3 diamonds? Like, I'm assuming 3 diamonds. It can't be for 3 books. I don't have any, so I can't check. But anyway... It's pretty cool. There is a... Sorry, you can hear the gas. That's really annoying. I'm going to try to get a name tag and name him... try to name him Silence. I don't know if that's a mod or an actual feature. But, I'll either that or I'll move him. Anyway. If we hit tab... Oh, okay. So, I'm not the only one on. There's somebody else AFK. But... Here we got this zombie here. He's holding some rotten flesh. And he's fully decked out in gold. He started coming along and I was like, I want this guy. So I worked a little harder for him. But... yeah, this is really coming along. The reason I wanted to do this was, number one, because there is a shop that sells books, but it hasn't been restocked in a long time. So I messaged the person who runs that shop, and I asked them basically if I could take over, or if they're willing to sell it to me. Also, this is not the most efficient. This is by no means a tutorial or anything. This is just stuff that I did by myself. So if we look in here, efficiency 5 for 25 diamonds, basically half. So I'm going to cure him a couple more times and get that down. We have flame for 1 and thorns for 3. You got some glass. I think these are pretty good deals, but we can get better. But anyway, yeah, this is taking so long. Ooh, somebody cured. Aha, protection for 12 diamonds. That's not too bad. But again, we're looking for 1 diamond. But I unfortunately am out of potions and almost out of apples, so I gotta go restock, and then I'll be back. Alright, y'all, it has been a minute. As always, well, not always, but I think most of my clips there's like a significant gap of a couple days. It is, as of recording, Thanksgiving Day, so it's been a little crazy. I have these windows here that I put in. I'm going to make a little balcony up there. Haven't really finished that. This guy is in here somehow. I don't know how, but they seem to be vibing, so I'm going to leave him alone. Down here, I've got my little villager set up that I'm making. Ooh, hello. So, I forgot what's in here. So I got a bunch of pumpkins and melons in here. We've got a couple more villagers. I want to turn those guys into farmers, because I have built a bigger pumpkin and melon farm. So haven't added any librarians, but I got these guys. I kind of expanded this a little bit. It just felt super claustrophobic. I don't know if I should, but I want to take out these walls and just put more trapdoors. And I don't know if that'll work, but I'll look to see how that is. I did this the other day. So way down at the bottom, that's all sugar cane. I actually don't think that's growing because of the light level, which is stupid, but that's how it works. Oh, those aren't growing either. Okay, that's frustrating, dude. Ooh, hello, and there we go. Anyway, so down at the bottom here, we're getting a little bit of stuff. I want to make a bubble elevator that takes us all to the top, but that's just a pain. It'll take a long time to do that. But yeah, I've built all of this. Okay, I haven't really been doing anything else other than AFKing, but I finished that roof up there. It was like incomplete for so long. This is supposed to be my starter base, and I haven't even finished any of it. I want to put a little couple buildings around just so it feels a little more full and put together and like actually built. I love looking down there. I think that's really cool. I'm actually going to get rid of all this stuff, just because I don't need all this here. So, it's going to be cool to have those plants. So, I got a request from somebody on the server for 3 shulker boxes of... Goodness. 3 shulker boxes of dark prismarine. Now, the only issue with that is you have to have black dye. And I do not have black dye. You see, here's the little ledge. And this is going to be my bedroom, by the way. I need to move that. Okay, anyway. I got a request for 3 shulker boxes of that stuff. It's a lot, but I think I can definitely do it. So I'm going to try to drain... I was going to try to drain the rest of my ocean monument and hopefully get a bunch of black ink that way, because there'd be a bunch of squid. But I don't know if that's going to actually work. So, somebody else on the server heard that I needed the dude asked in the chat, and I was like, I don't have black dye, and he's like, oh well, he's like, I have a squid farm. I just need the river drained for the rest of the way, which I have a bunch of sponges in here, so that'll work perfectly. So I'm gonna go help him do that. The only issue is I needed a bunch of sand for that because the river was too full or something. So I got 3 full shulker boxes of sand. So I have all of that, and I'm gonna go hopefully drain all that. It's gonna take probably a long time, but I'm gonna get 10. But there we go. And then I'll have black dye. And then there's a dye shop, but there was only like 8 stacks in there, and I need way more than that. But actually, right now I'm going to try to organize my shulker box because I just ran out of stuff, and that was annoying. So I'm gonna make a bunch of different dyes. The only issue is, oh, I don't want to use all of that. Okay, okay. Yeah. So I'm going to try to organize that, and then I'm going to go drain that ocean monument. Not ocean monument. Goodness gracious. The river. And then, yeah. Okay, so, back at the monument. Again, I want this to be my mega base. I keep saying that. I haven't touched this thing for a while. I don't know exactly what I want to do. I want to build like a kind of prismarine castle on top of it. But that's, I'm going to probably go into a creative world and try to fiddle with that, maybe. Anyway, so I have this shulker box, which is like all my tools, all my extra armor. I've got my elytra in here, extra elytra, sorry. Here are my valuables. I'm putting my sponges, you know, diamonds, all of this stuff. Also, I only have 9 diamond blocks right now. I will put a picture on screen right now, but I built, so at the Temple Run game, you're supposed to build a little hut thingy, just any tiny structure in a 7x7 space, so that they can give you the cards that are the decks that are required for it. Anyway, that I'll explain more of that later. So I was like, I might as well flex on these guys. So I put a beacon in there. Beacon's gone. I had to use it for sand, but I made it out of as many diamond blocks as I could and a bunch of gold blocks. Eventually, I wanted the gold to be replaced by diamonds again, but that's for a later date. I just chugged a Celsius, so I'm moving at 1,000,000 miles an hour. So, two things. I just installed 2 new mobs. Whoa. 2 new mods. This one's free cam. This is, so many YouTubers use this just to, like, look at things. This is going to be super helpful because if I'm all, give me a second, if I'm all the way up there at that AFK spot, and is that a crafting table? No, yes it is. Okay, and I want to see how down here's doing. I can also go all the way down here and see if, because I have a fear that that is not tall enough, and guardians are spawning down here. Either that or the guardians aren't dying fast enough. I don't know. I might try to make a better killing chamber. I don't know. Anyway, so that'll be super helpful. That's wrong button. So I did that, and that's not the button I wanted. If I go into here and I hit shift, it'll show me what is actually in that shulker box, because it'll tell you like oh, there's, you know, 18 stacks in here, but it'll only tell you what 4 or 5 of them are. So that's real fun. So then I downloaded that. A lot of YouTubers as well use that. Anywho, that's my little update. I've not been doing too much. I'm gonna AFK for a while because I gotta go eat more food. Dude, I ate a bunch of food earlier, and I took probably a 3-hour nap. It was so amazing. I had so much fun. I'm actually going to put this chest plate back. I don't need any of this, do I? Why did I grab this? Anyway, I'm just going crazy here. But yeah, I organized my ender chest because it was just becoming too much, if I'm being honest. Oh, I got Dolphin's Grace. That's cool. It's cool. Also, I am so sorry. I'm talking so fast. No, I'm not sorry. I'm just gonna talk fast. I added a couple extra chests there because I kept running out of space for that. With the prismarine shards, you get a lot more. With the other, I don't know what the other ones are. The things you use to make lanterns. Whatever I use to make lanterns, that doesn't fill up as fast. I don't think I get any squid or any dye. But now, that's again the wrong button. Now I can use this, go down here. Obviously, you see the farm is already working. All these guys are dying. Something good about free cam is that you see how it cuts off there? Ooh, oh, the mob farm's also working. Oh, that's so cool. I thought it would, but I could never tell. Okay, so, those guys are still spawning. That means, okay, and then the squids are spawning too. So once I clear all of this out, I'll actually get some squid. But right now, none of them are spawning in this little section that I have. I could extend it out a little bit, but I think that's enough space. As long as all of this is cleared out, then it'll be easy. But yeah, I'm gonna go with K now, and that's my little update for right now. As the series goes on, I'm probably gonna add a few little tiny mods to this. Like right now, I've got, if we hit escape, I added this. Obviously, it's the mod list thing. There's a couple of this. This is for like shaders. Sorry, this is free cam. I just downloaded day counter. That's for my personal survival series. Just base game, mini HUD, just a bunch of different little things that are just quality of life. You know, none of them are cheating. Now, if we went to my resource packs, then it'd be a little bit of cheating because there might be an X-ray mod on there. But we don't talk about that. I've actually never used it, so I don't feel bad. But okay, I'll stop now. Whew. Now let's AFK. Okay, well, we are back. Here's a little progress update. I've been going at this for a few hours now. It was just this little space here that was cleared out. I got from this wool wall all the way to over here done in not too long. Yeah, I have these sectioned off. Now I just need to sponge them. This will take maybe like 1 or 2 lines just to do. I will note that with the Fuse joined. Nice. This is the guy that made this farm. For this, it's 5 blocks long, and that's a bit of a pain in the butt to actually do because it takes a lot more sponges, but it also, you have to place less sand. So yeah. Also, I had to make my diamond hoe. I gave it efficiency and breaking and mending. Also, found Heart of a Sea, or a Heart of the Sea earlier. So that's cool. Anyway, that is my update. I'm gonna go AFK for a little while, and then I'll be back. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we are. It is done. So from here to over here, all good. Now, there was also a little cave in here that I had to clear out, but yeah. So I AFK'd there up there for like an hour, I think. And if we go down here, again, this isn't my farm, so I didn't build it. Look at all the ink sacks. That's amazing. I'm just kidding. This is all that was left in the hoppers. This chest was pretty much full of ink sacks, all just in like, I want to say like an hour and a half at most. So yeah. Also, I never explained why I needed the ink sacks. Somebody requested. Oh, right, guys. There is a mini game that we've been playing on this server for a little while. It is called the Egg Hunt. Oh, I do not have any rockets. Anyway, it's the Egg Hunt. So, oh gosh, I gotta go in here now. When they killed the Ender Dragon originally, it dropped, obviously, you know, the dragon egg. So now, what happened was, we started off by somebody hid it in their base, and then everybody else was challenged to go find it. So we've been doing that for a while, for like a month probably. It's been at the same person's base, couldn't find it. I looked like so many times. I spent so long looking through the base. It's a really nice base. There's a lot of little spots, but I looked everywhere. Turns out it was in their villager trading hall. I looked through everywhere twice. And it turns out they have an entire underground little farm area. And that took forever to look through, but in the end, I found it. It was hiding away in like a little corner, so I'm not mad I missed it, but at the same time, it took forever. I'm gonna stop saying that now. So yeah, now it is somewhere in my base. Now it's either in this tall tower, or it's down here. Now, I'm probably not going to edit this video before somebody finds it. I'm going to let you know. No, I'm going to let the mystery ride. But just to throw people off. So obviously, I've showed you this before. But if we go up here, there ain't much up there anymore. I barely even done my bedroom yet. I'm going to finish this today. I'm going to try working on the interior just so I can make it look a little prettier. But mainly so I can have a lot more little hiding spots. So yeah, that is what I'm going to do now. That was so much fun, but so much work. I spent so much time there. It's actually insane. But now that that's over, we can focus on other things. We've already been focusing on other things, but now we can stop focusing on that. Alrighty. Well, I have been busy. Down there is my trading hall. If we go up here, as you can see, I built this little villager. It's a little farm. So in the back corner there, we got carrots. There we got potatoes, and then we got wheat here. I thought it would give us wheat. It gives us bread, which is okay, but nah, that's not what I thought it'd be. So basically, those all flow down into here and go down into that little storage. Up here, I've made this little thing. So then I go like that a bunch, and it gives them a bunch of bread. So pretty cool. I also made this little storage. If we go into free cam, I had to dig it out like 4 different times. So all of the items go down into this little bubble elevator and then go all the way to the top. A couple days ago, I hid the egg for a little egg hunt right here, and I tried like breaking blocks around it just so that we could see inside of it with like Ep3 or anything. But that didn't go out. It got found legitimately immediately, so that's fun. Just to be a good sport, I'm not gonna go look for it again just because I just had it. I got a couple cakes there, and I am going to try to get a bunch of these villagers. There's a couple. This is like a smith. This one has a smithing table. It's the toolsmith, so he gives me, I think, pickaxes, shovels, and axes. Swords and I can't remember what else it is. I think hose come from a different villager, and then armor comes from a completely separate villager. So I'm going to try to get 3 set up here, and I'm going to try to make boxes full of stuff just in case you die. So stuff that if you die, you can just get completely restarted. It might not have elytras in there because elytras are really hard to find, actually. I think I'll have like an option to have some with elytras and some without. But the elytra ones would be a lot more expensive. But anyway, yeah, I've been trading with these guys for a little bit. No, wrong guys. I've been trading with the farmers over here, and they give me quite a few emeralds. If I go through all of these guys, I only use a couple stacks of pumpkins and melons. Running out of melons, actually. But they give me a good couple stacks of emeralds. And honestly, I don't lose a lot of potatoes. Potatoes! Oh my goodness, not potatoes. Pumpkins. I also have potatoes and carrots. Okay, I'm talking too much. Again, oh, this guy doesn't sound. That's disappointing. Anyway, so, yeah, there we go. I've got, obviously, these 2 stacks, and then I've got all these, making a big collection. Hopefully, eventually I want to make a beacon out of these things, just because I sell gold and iron, so using those is kind of, not a waste, but it's not as efficient as it could be. And, ooh, we got another little guy in there. Perfect. So, yeah, I'm gonna keep at this, and I'll be back. Well, this is editing hip-hop. KV didn't want the Prismarine. He said it's too expensive for him. Nothing wrong with that. But it took me 7 minutes to relay that to you guys. And it should not have taken 7 minutes. He ended up buying some later, but that's regardless. Okay, guys. This is take 2, because those villagers and the ghast upstairs were way too loud.
yeah, right now I am making a Secret Santa for somebody on the server. Their name is Baba, I think, or Baba, one of those two. I don't know. But there's a big tree in the shopping district. I don't know if anybody saw that, but oops, don't break that. Okay, good. But I am going to make a like a present. Everybody's making presents like out of wool, so I guess I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna try to fill it with armor and tools, just because it'd also be super helpful to have a bunch of villagers that can make armor and tools, just to. Oh, I ran out of. No, I didn't. It'd be really nice to have them all to make armor and tools, just in case I need to redo all of my armor, in case I lose it all. The Elytra is a little more difficult. I'm not going to include that. I'm just going to include a full set of armor. But, ooh, I can sell iron. That's so good because I actually have a lot of iron. Or not. Oh, no, I do. Okay. So, that's what I'm doing. And this guy already has an axe and a shovel. Once I get him to master, he should sell me a pickaxe. The enchantments aren't. I'm not super worried because I have these guys over here. I got sweeping edge to efficiency, so I should be fine. I've also been upgrading these guys. So if you look at here, these are all efficiency 5, which is super good. Those ones are the most expensive. I have a few mending and then a ton of unbreaking. So super helpful. I've been using these farmers to get a bunch of emeralds. So that's gonna be really nice. And then just wait for him to. Oh, ooh, that does not seem like a good trade. Now we're going to. All right, but I'm gonna keep doing this well, and then try to get like a little shulker box full of just gear and maybe some food. See, already black protection. Ooh, blast protection and boots. Or, oh my goodness, leggings and boots. So yeah. I kind of want this whole thing. I feel like if I had this whole thing full, that might be too many of those. But there's also a couple other villagers that can get me stuff. So, like, I don't know. I have it in front of me on a little screenshot, but I got farmers. Yeah, I don't know which ones I want next. I'm assuming I'm gonna go with a mason just to get like bricks and stuff. But anyway, yeah, I'm gonna keep working on this. Goodbye. Oh, right. So it's been a minute. There used to be like a bunch. I say a minute. It's been like an hour. I got a bunch of more villagers. I've actually labeled all of them. So like this one's sweeping edge and sharpness. It's sharpness 4, but I can just buy 2 books and put them together. I don't want to. I might get another anyway. Anyway. Yeah, and then these are all labeled. I've got pretty much everything I need. So like this guy's efficiency, this guy's protection, obviously. But then they also have like secondary trades, which is super nice. Like this one's got thorns and flame, so I don't need to get. Hello? So I don't need to get those villagers. But yeah, I think I have everything I need to complete this whole set. Also, I just downloaded a texture pack because this is super annoying trying to organize all these. It'll show you different textures for each enchanted book. Because I don't know why this isn't in the base game, because honestly that'd be super helpful. But obviously I'm going to have unbreaking for everything. I don't have the swords yet, I'm now realizing. So I'm going to get a pickaxe, and then this guy is armor, and this guy is the sword. Give me one moment. I'm going to see who sells shovels. Oh, I'm just dumb. It's literally right there. I think this is cool because for 25 emeralds I can get essentially 3 diamonds, which is super helpful. I'm going to disenchant all of this just to make it a little easier. Yeah, just so it doesn't cost extra to put stuff on there, and I don't run out of enchantments. I don't know if that would actually happen, but if it did, I'm prepared now. Anyway, alright, I'm going to go to the end real... That's not what I wanted. I'm going to go to the end real quick, and then I'm going to enchant all of this stuff. Sorry, my brain is only working at half capacity today. We're going to turn all these into blocks. I've gone through almost... Wait. Okay, that's where they are. Okay, I've almost gone through a stack of blocks of emerald blocks today. It's been insane, but we're gonna take all of you. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Cool, cool, cool. Just gonna throw. Oh, we're gonna throw all those guys in there. Oh, I'm also gonna need 8 mending, which means I'm gonna need a bunch of these. I'm gonna grab some book. Oh, I already have some books. Okay, so yeah. How many? 1, 2, 3. I have 5 there, so I need 3 more mending. Anyway, so I'm gonna get all of this, you know, run through, and then we'll be back. I finished my Secret Santa for this year. I'm gonna maybe try to improve it a little bit, just because I heard about what a couple other people got made, and it was super impressive, and I feel like mine was a little lackluster. Not that it was bad, it just wasn't as impressive as the others. So yeah, I'm gonna see if I can improve mine at all. I'm also going to try to fix up the outside here. I'm gonna try to make like a little, I don't know yet. I want to make like a little cute garden with like a little pond and stuff, and like a little fence around here. And I kind of want to get rid of all of this stuff. So we get 16 there. 22. That's only 6 melons. And then I get a full pot. Okay, that's kind of dumb. Anyway. I'm just now realizing that this is not equal. So you get a lot more pumpkins than melons. That's funny. Anyway, it's turning night. So I'm going to be working on that now. Just kind of cleaning up out here. Because it's looked exactly the same since day 1 out here. And this house is from 2 months ago. So, not that it's like old or outdated or anything. It's just, I could have a little nicer base. Anyway, but I want my base to be something to look at. But yeah. That's what I'm going to be chucking away at now. Okay, well, welcome back. I'm trying to see how running this with shaders is going to look. Not too well. Anyway, now I added a second monitor to become my computer, so it's been messing with some stuff, so now it has to display 2 displays. Anyway, so I like how it looks though. I'm going to turn it off. There we go. That's better. So I died in the nether looking for a template. Right now I had to replace my silk touch pickaxe because I lost it. I don't know where it went. I looked everywhere, could not find it for the life of me. I did some, oh goodness, I don't think that was the shaders. I think it was just my computer lagging like this. What is going on? Anyway, I might have to ditch the second monitor. That sucks. I think I need more RAM, but RAM right now is super expensive. My brother was gonna give me some, but that is, yeah. Anyway, so if we go into free cam here, I haven't really worked much on this. What I did was the beacon from all this little circle that you see where all the trees are cut out. Almost all of it, actually. Yeah, no, not all of it is. Everywhere the beacon reaches is cleared out from forest. So I cut down all the trees. I want to make it like cut down a little bit more maybe and make like some walls and stuff, but yeah. Eventually I want to get rid of this iron farm and make a bigger one, but that's a later problem. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're trying out these shaders once again, seeing how that works. I moved my nether portal out here, and I think I'm going to call it good for the 3rd episode of this series. I have my episodes kind of confused because I have I posted episode 1 a couple days ago, and then I have episode 2 all recorded, and now oh, that's embarrassing. Oh, hello. And now I just finished 3 now, so I have 2 videos that I need to finish editing, and then 1 that I already put out. But You guys did, yeah, that's a me issue. I made these little bubble elevators up and down to the bottom, and then I also killed 2 withers and got 2 more beacons. And I also made this little to-do list. So I've got finished draining that ocean monument, help make the nether hub, expand my house because I put a bunch of windows in here. If we go into free cam, it's really foggy right now because it's raining. It looks better when it's like, anyway. But I'm gonna put like a couple windows on the side there. It's got a little detail. There is nothing on the back at the moment. So yeah. But I've been working on that a little bit more, trying to just pretty up my house so it doesn't look ugly anymore. And then I'm gonna make a tunnel bore so I can get a bunch of diamonds. Finish the Stonks HQ, which is that big brick building in the shopping district. Make a bigger iron farm and make a new gold farm because I tore down my old gold farm and I figured out the one that I wanted to build didn't actually have a tutorial, and now I'm trying to find a better one to build. And anyway, it's the whole thing. So that's all happening. Oh, I also started this. So there's this little tunnel that goes all the way down, right? And then I'm gonna start making this that also goes all the way down. I want to put like a little moss farm in here, and then a bamboo farm too, and then just like any little farm that I need, because there's a lot of them that I don't really know what to do with. But anyway, so I'm gonna put my little to-do list in my ender chest. And we're going to complete that. As we can see, there's 2 beacons there, and then those are all the emerald blocks that I used to... Oh, I also went in the end and I mined like 4.5 stacks of obsidian just because I needed a bunch. So, there's that too. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I hope you come back in for the next one. And, yeah, I hope you had fun. I definitely did. Whoa. Getting real close. Anyway, goodbye.